What's going on, everybody? Julian here, J. Lewis Trading, and we are doing the post-market recap, starting with the SPY pre-market. We talked about this, and we were talking about new highs being put in place over 344. It's exactly what we saw. You can actually see that we saw a little bit of a squeeze right as the market opened. We got above that 344, call it 345 level, and this thing squeezed higher, holding that 200-day and 20-day simple moving average. If we actually go back, even on this 5-minute chart, you can see that the SPY has been trending very, very well, taking only a few small breaks, a little bit of consolidation through here, a little bit of consolidation right through here, but primarily this thing bumps, pulls back to the 200, bumps, pulls back to the 200, and right through here, a little bit of divergence, and that 20 simple moving average is really stretching away from that 200. And if you actually looked at this on the daily, you're going to see that there's actually quite a bit of extension. So I don't know how much chasing you want to do. I personally would not get long the SPY right now. I would wait for some of this to come off, and I would close a bit of this gap up between these two moving averages, and I'd wait for some of this overextension to work its way out of the system before it makes its next move higher, which I bet it will. But you can see right today, as we were calling this in pre-market chat, that there was a potential for this to move higher, but it had to move above that 345 level, which it did. Some of the other stocks I talked about today to start with would be CRM. This is something that came up in chat today, and something that hit the scanners. And you can see this actually was up 25.5%. I was asked how I would go about playing this. Now, I didn't touch this thing, but I did put out in chat that I would have to wait to see that first 5-minute bar close. I want to see some confirmation on trend. And right through here, you can see there's that first 5-minute bar that closed. Got a little bit soft, made its way up to that 5-minute high, and then about half an hour into the market, pushed through, nice 3-bar flag play, and moved even higher, putting in a high of the day at 278 before sort of getting flat in that area up to there. Lots of volume pushing price action higher. It was a pretty nice move. Can't really argue with CRM. TYME was something that we were watching pre-market. Had a nice spike, and it flagged and failed. So beautiful thing about opportunities that fail is that you don't have to put too much time into them. This one's set up. We watched it. As soon as it hit the failure levels, we let it go. And from there, worked our way over to other opportunities like WORX. You can actually see same sort of thing, range-bound movement, pre-market mover, lots of volume, lots of volatility. There was a bit of a head fake right through here. Bull trap, if you didn't know what you were doing. For us, we were using our profit-taking target system. You can actually see that it punished that 240 level. Saw a high of about 275 before it started to fade. Our traders were already out of this. We talked about this pre-market and talked about it in the pre-market report. And so we're just recapping the fact that it actually just head faked out and came back in the range. Now, the great thing about the profit-taking target system that we use is that even for head fakes, whether they're bullish or bearish, or whether there's volatility spikes that fade, this system that we use is a high probability system that really focuses on taking nice targets. There might be a massive move. Well, you never know, obviously, but there could be a move that's in store, and what we focus on is just taking a chunk of it, and a high probability chunk at that, and that's what we did with WORX. A lot of our traders were trading that. A number of our traders were trading CRM, and we had a few traders that were hitting the SPY, everything which we talked about pre-market. And so that is the recap on what we were doing today. And if you have any questions, you can email me, info@jlewistrading.com. If you are in our chat group, by all means, hit me up directly if you have any questions about these trades or anything else. It is Wednesday. Tomorrow we've got a live webinar for our members called Ask a Trader. Don't forget to hit that registration button, get involved, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning in the next pre-market report. This is the pre-market recap from Julian at jlewistrading.com.